one would think that with Hunter Biden being found guilty of multiple felonies and potentially going to prison, and all of this happening during an election where they can use this to smear Joe Biden, you'd think that they'd be happy. Except that you really wouldn't, because you know they're gonna find a way out of this, and they have. All the right wingers that have put out statements effectively, some briefly were happy about this, but then they realized that doesn't get them anything. And so now you got to see some of the stuff that's coming out here, including from the Trump campaign directly. He hasn't posted on Truth Social, but this is what his campaign put out, saying this trial has been nothing more than a distraction from the real crimes of the Biden crime family, which has raked in tens of millions of dollars from China, Russia, and Ukraine. Pause there for a second. If they could actually show that, Joe Biden would be up on charges. They can't. They know that they can't. They know that Comer has utterly failed to do so. And meanwhile, we know how much money Donald Trump and his family have gotten from those countries and from Saudi Arabia. So feel free to bring up families profiting from politics. I'll talk about Jared Kushner all day long.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the damage report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you.
Crooked Joe Biden's reign over the Biden family criminal empire. They just keep adding words to it, by the way. They can't prove the crime, so they just make the label longer every day. Is all coming to an end on November 5th, and never again will a Biden sell government access for personal profit. That hasn't happened. It shouldn't happen again, and it hasn't happened. So anyway, the fact that the DOJ went after Hunter Biden and got him doesn't mean anything. Literally doesn't mean anything about balance or fairness or whether he's a tyrant or whatever. So that's what he said. By the way, again, Jared Kushner got $2 billion. Like, we know that Donald Trump has made millions in foreign payments at his hotels and all that. Like, we're not gonna forget all this. But anyway, Matt Gaetz says the Hunter Biden gun conviction is kind of dumb, TBH. You see, he's speaking casually and with acronyms because he's cool and young. Do you hear that, teen girls? He's cool and young. But anyway, Charlie Kirk says, Hunter Biden guilty, yawn. The true crimes of the Biden crime family remain untouched. This is a fake trial trying to make the justice system appear balanced. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for reality, conservatives. Don't you ever fall for reality, or else Charlie Kirk's grip on your brain will be gone. So I understand why he's concerned. Donald Trump Jr. is retweeting people saying that it's a red herring. Stephen Miller saying that this is an election protection racket. His son might go to prison for years. And this is somehow an election protection racket. And I just want to remind you, before we get to the conspiracy theory that comes out of this, because it's amazing, I want you to remember, this is Hunter Biden, okay? He's found guilty. That, according to the right, is election interference to protect Joe Biden. And if you believe that, my God, I've got some magic beans I want to sell you. But I will also remind you, they've been going after Hunter Biden for 4 years to get him so that Joe Biden will be hurt. That's your election interference. Hunter Biden is not in the White House. He's not on the election, he's not on the campaign trail. They are only going after him to interfere with the election. And I will remind you, why was Donald Trump impeached the first time around? It was for trying to get a sham investigation into Joe Biden coming out of Ukraine. They've been mastering in election interference for years and years, and not even his son potentially languishing in federal prison is enough to get through to these people. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.